Hello guys, this is Binkman67 here, and I'm going to be showing you guys around some concept builds I'm working on right now, as well as just some builds that I really enjoyed making and that I think are really good. Also, this is a server contest entry to NomALlama's server, and everything you see in this video was made by me. 100%, I'll vouch for it. I have taken some ideas and inspiration from other games and other things, but all of it's mine. I built it block by block here. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on today was a Dwarven style build, because I really like that style of building, you know, just the rock masonry, that type of thing, just because it's really all natural. So here we have some really bland torches, you know, simple, but we have this big building. This is the grand entrance, I suppose you could say. Now, this torch lighting you have seen in a couple of my other videos. Whoops. I really enjoy just the whole design of this, having a lever, because it looks like it supports the fence post, but the fence post is also in there. It just gives, you know, added space, because if not, it would just be a bit bland. These, if they were wider, like one block wider, I would have made them into doors that swing open, which you will kind of see up here in a bit. But yeah, this is just an entranceway. There's lava under here. I like the sandstone with the brick because it's a nice contrast. I think I went a bit overboard in this room, but, you know, it really is all trial and error. And I really do like it, though. Here we just have a really cool design in the floor. I like it. And here we have a main staircase. Up above here is a bridge, 2 torches on either side, and a wall pattern there. There's wall patterns everywhere. Here we have a suspended bridge. And here we have kind of like a throne room, kind of like, you know, party area type of thing with like the booze over here, and then the record player with records. And then we have these chairs, which I think are really nice thrones. Other people might not agree because they're not that big, but I think they're pretty nice. And then the king or queen can come up here, look down at their kingdom that I'm destroying before my very eyes. So yeah, that's this part. And I mean, I'm really happy with this, but I would love to do a few redesigns and come up with some more ideas, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing tonight, because I probably won't get any sleep again. And here's the doors I was talking about. Here's what they look like when they're open. I really like how you just see it torn down the center, and like it really does look like a door. And then, whoops, over here's what it looks like when it's closed. It also looks like a door, but it looks less just like edgy. You know what I mean? Here is just a little tomb type area. You know, there's just some books. Here lied the Cooper. He's that's the name of one of my friends. He's alive, but I like his last name. And they got a book, you know, flowers, tools, things a dwarf would have. I thought that was pretty cool. This room was probably one of the funner rooms to make. And I'm going to be referring to this room when I do my concept segment of the video. Now, this was one idea that I had a really long time ago, playing on a Minecraft server. Spent a whole lot of days on there and had this idea, just have like a lava bit under here and walkway. And because, unfortunately, I built this on a flat world, we don't have the, you know, endless staircase to go down into the bottom. That's really where I was thinking I would put it. It doesn't make sense why the lava's up here, but why should it? This is a kind of a concept idea. I didn't want to make it huge, but I don't think I made it just enough. Down through here, there's too many torches. The supports don't seem to do a whole lot. There's too many resources all around the place. It looks too artificial. Just not something you want in Minecraft. And here I just have like a train that would go through. If I let it! Wah. So that's most of this. This took me about, I don't know, a couple hours to build. And I built this just as a concept type of thing. So we're on a concept banana these days. Okay, we're going to go into my build world here. Okay, now, this is going to make more sense than what I'm about to show you, which is that over there. Don't pay attention to that right now. Pay attention to this. Okay, so I was thinking about building like a full-fledged mine with like storage and village and all sorts of things. And here's an idea that I've come up with. I've come up with a few other ideas. I think I might have deleted them. I'm actually positive I deleted them. Let me just see if my villager's still down here. Yep, he is. That was a concept that I'm working on, which I will explain in a few seconds. So this is going to be like the main door to it, and then you're going to have a hallway with the throne type of thing. This is not at all built to scale. If it was, it would be very lame. And then in here, this is a dining hall. Excuse me. It's a dining hall. And over here, it's a king and queen's royal chamber, you know, bedroom and stuff. Over here is where the nether portal room would be. And then you would walk through it, go down the steps, and then you would get into everything else. Here is where a shop is going to be, where a village would be, where a tomb would be. The rest of the mines continuing with that because it would be right underneath it. And over here is where the farms would be with all the animals and the plants and the blurn and the blurn. And over here I wanted to put in a mob spawner so we could get necessary resources, and also I would have lighted up all the caves making this colossal place. And then just like miscellaneous stuff like a like storage area, library, lounge, brewing area. But there's so much more that I thought I have to add. Hold on. Like, first off, there's no like barracks or anything like that. So we're going to come over here and I'm going to explain this to you guys the best I can. To me, this makes perfect sense. This right here. Okay. So let's work from the bottom down here. This is one concept. This is another concept, and I'm working on another concept here. So here there are the mines. And then as you go further up, there becomes the slum/industrial area of the village because the mines are going to be here. Then there's going to be the regular village, the prime town, you know. Then there's going to be like the richer and high-class town. And every one of these bars signifies how big it's going to be. So like these mines, it's going to be shorter, and it's going to be bigger and bigger. And then the slums isn't going to be that big. But then the primary place, that's the primary village, excuse me, is going to be probably the biggest. Hold on. Yeah, now that we've spent an hour doing that, then here is also going to be a large place, but this is going to be the farm and animal mob spawner, and then up archery, weaponry, etc. That's where the barracks would go. A kennel where all the dogs would be. And then also where this level is at is where I think the ground level would be at. Ground level I'm using at 64 where the water level is. And then the main entrance, and then the throne room, dining hall, ballroom, and then the king's queen chamber is at the very top. Obviously this would have to be built like an extreme hills biome, but I think that would be the best place to build it. Now here, this one's a bit more confusing because I don't have the handy lettering. But one more thing, I kind of did how thick every one of these would be, and it came out to about 60. So I think we're going to be good when it comes to space with this design. But this design is truthfully my favorite, because things are more where they should be, it's more spread out, it's wider, and not everything's level by level. Okay, so here we have the mines, graze our mines. Then here we have the village, and then the farms, and the mob spawners, and the ground, and then the entrances, and then the throne rooms and chambers and all that sort of stuff. So to me it makes more sense, because in a normal like town, things aren't just, oh well, this street only has restaurants on it, this street only has this on it, this street has only houses, that type of thing. Which actually most of the time there are streets that only have houses. That's beside the point. So going back to what I was talking about in the main room before, the room that had all the pillars, well, I want this right here to be the slums. And then I want parts of that falling down into the mines. But then I want pillars going up supporting the rest of everything else. That's, the pillar idea. And I think that would be really cool. I really do. Because then you would look up and you would see all these pillars, but then you would also see just gaping holes where the whole villages would be open, and you would see right up through there, and it would just allow a good skylight view of everything. I think that would look amazing. It looks perfect in my head, but if you need an example, if you haven't played Batman Arkham City, go play it. And my idea for that came from the collapsed city streets. Like they're rebuilding over the slums because the slums has fallen down into it. Okay, if that makes sense, which it hopefully should. Now I'm going to show you guys a few other things. Right here is a crane design that I'm working on. It's not permanent, and I know there are things I can change about it, and there are things I am changing about it, but this is just the crane design Mark 1. We have cross beams of wood, we have kind of like tracks here, and stuff that holds it up, things like that, and I like it. It's not the best, but like I said, it's only a first draft. Over here, the doors you saw in the place that we were just in, the mines. Over here is kind of a concept, a very unfinished concept for what I want the what's it called? One of the tombs to be. I was thinking like up on here have this grave, that, and then that would look cool. Over here, just some patterning, nothing very amazing. Here, random house doohickey. Over there, that's a cool roof I really enjoyed making. And over here is a one-way piston door. Can't get out now. Can't get out. Let's just keep flying around this world, see if there's anything else. Yeah, that, don't want to talk about that. That's my wizard statue. You can click the videos button and bring that down. This is just a concept of a dwarven head made out of gravels and stone and all sorts of things. This is a really, really, really crappy concept of what somebody requested, which was like a wizard statue but a knight, and that is way too big for what they wanted, so I'm gonna go back and fix that just for that guy. And then here is a wall design which acts more like a forge. So if you guys have any questions or have any requests or any ideas for these mines, please put them in the comments. Now, in terms of NomALlama's server entry, if you let me onto the server, I would love to build it on there. Mainly because building on a server is so much better than just building, by yourself. You actually have people who can help you if need be, and you have people who will appreciate it. Unlike how on here, nobody really is around to appreciate it, unfortunately. So yeah, leave in the comments any ideas you have or anything you want to see. Be sure to get back to you on that. And the villagers are escaping, communists. So yeah, that's probably going to be it for this episode. Thank